Hi, welcome to this video looking at year 4 decimals. We are also going to be looking at time and also 3D shapes, okay, for year 3, year 4 level maths, okay. This is from the White Rose Maths website. So White Rose Maths are a fantastic resource for Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, GCSE and A-level maths, okay. Please do feel free to obviously check them out actually, okay. For this, okay, as ever, feel free to obviously pause the video, try the questions first, if you want or if you like, and then press play when you're ready, okay, or alternatively just listen to me, yeah, and make sure that you're making notes, okay. So grab a pen and paper and make some notes, okay, as I go through this. Question number 1. The 100 square represents one whole. So the 100 square represents one whole. Okay. How much of this 100 square is shaded? Give your answer as a fraction. Well, let's look at the bit that's unshaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 out of 100 is not shaded. Therefore, 87 out of 100 is shaded, because 87 out of 100 plus 13 out of 100 gives us 100 out of 100, which is equal to one whole. Okay, so I've taken 13 hundredths off one whole. Okay, so I've essentially done one whole one, take away 13 hundredths. Okay, so subtracting fractions, okay, and then I change this one into 100 out of 100, okay, and that's how I got 87 out of 100. How much of the 100 square is not shaded? Give your answer as a decimal this time, okay, so it's 13 hundredths, which is 0.13 as a decimal. Okay, 13 out of 100 means 13 divided by 100. Remember that when we are dividing by 100, we are moving the number 2 places to the right, essentially. Okay. Okay, so 13 is there. Imagine it's 13.0, and then I move decimal point 2 places to the left. Okay, or move the numbers here to the right. Okay, and move a decimal place to the left. This is question number 2. Complete the part whole numbers. Okay, whole model, sorry, 0.21, so 0.2 plus 0.8 gives me 1, so this is like a little tree here. This plus this has to equal this number here. Here I've got 0.02, so it's going to be 0.98, so 1 take away 0.02 gives me 0.98, okay. This is question number 3. Toby is making 1.42 on the place value grid. Draw counters to complete Toby's number. Well, it's 4/10, okay, and then it's 200ths. Okay, it's 1.42, so it's 4/10 and 200ths and one whole. Okay, in the units column or the ones column, we say. This is question number 4. Complete using less than, greater than, or equal to 0.68 and 0.78. Looking at your place values, I've got a 6 here, I've got a 7. 7 is bigger, so this is going to be going to this direction. 0.68 and 0.7. Imagine if it's 0.70. The 6 and the 7 is bigger, so it's going to point in this direction. This time I've got 0.6 and 0.08. So looking at the first number after the decimal point, I've got a 6 and a 0. That's going to be there, okay, because essentially I've got 0.60 there and 0.08, okay. This is question number 5. 3 children are in a long jump competition. Sally jumps 1.6 meters, Ted jumps 0.78 meters, and Hamza jumps 1.46. Order their jumps from longest to shortest. Okay, so it's 1.46. Okay, so Hamza is first. Then it's it should be 1.6 first, I apologise. 1.6, so it should be Sally first, then Hamza, and then Ted. Okay. The second part of the question, round Sally's jump to the nearest meter. Well, 1.6 is closer to 2 than it is closer to 1, okay? Because it's above the midpoint of 1 and 2, okay? Imagine that's my number line. It's closer to 2, so it's 2 to the nearest whole meter. Okay, this is question number 6, guys. Match the fractions to their decimal equivalent. 400ths is 4 divided by 100, which is 0.04. A half, we should know that's 0.5. Okay, 2/10 is equivalent to 0.2. And 1/4 is half of a half. Half of 0.5 is 0.25. This is question number 7. Ian has 1 litre of paint. He uses 3/10 of the paint on the wall and 1/10 of the paint on the door. How many litres of paint does he have left? Well, 3/10 plus 1/10 is 4/10. I'm going to take that away from 1 whole. Okay, 1 whole, take away 4/10, and I get 6/10. Okay, I get 6/10, or I can simplify that to 3/5. Okay, 6/10 or 3/5. So this simplifies to 2/5. Okay, 1 whole, take away 2/5, or take away 4/10 gives me 6/10, which is equal to 3/5. Okay, right, guys, please do go ahead actually and circle how confident you are feeling with decimals after watching this portion of the video tutorial. Okay, we are now looking at year 4 decimals again, okay, but some more questions about decimals. Again, it's from the White Rose Maths. As ever, feel free to obviously pause the video, try the questions, and then press play. Question number 1. Each 100 grid represents 1 whole. What fraction of each grid is shaded? I've got 1 to 10 there. 20, 30. So 30 out of 100 is shaded, or any other equivalent fraction. So 15 out of 50, okay, or 3/10. Okay, this one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 60, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 67 out of 100. Okay, that question. Next question, shade 700. So I'm going to be shading in 7 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm shading in everything on this red line. Okay, this question. Okay. Question number 2, guys. Draw lines to match each place value grid to the correct number. I've got 4/10 here. So 4/10 is equivalent to 0.4 because that's my tenths column. Okay. Here it's 400ths. This is my hundredths column. So that goes there. And then I've got 4 ones here, which is the number 4. Okay, I've got 4/10 here, just to obviously help you out here. I've got 4/10, okay, which is equal to 0.4. 4 ones, which is equal to 4. Okay, and then 400, so let's just put like the fraction equivalent, okay, just so you're a bit more clearer. Okay, remember that the fraction means a division, so 4 divided by 100 is 0.04, but also make sure that you know that that's your tenths column, and that's your hundredths column, and this is what I call my units column, okay, or my ones column, okay. Question number 3, draw lines to show where each number would go on the number line. So 9/10 would go here. Okay, because that's 9/10. I'll write it in fraction form. That's 9/10. 50 out of 100 is the midpoint. Okay, so 50 out of 100 goes bang in the middle, which is there. okay? And then 1.2 is obviously bigger than 1. 1.1, 1.2 goes there, okay? So 1.2 goes there, okay? So 9/10, just to be clear, is this arrow here, okay? Let's find that one there. Question number 4, guys. Teddy makes a number using counters 0.1, 0.1, 0.01, 0.1, 0.1, 0.01, 0.01, 0.1, sorry. Complete the sentences. There are however many tenths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 tenths and 3 hundredths. Okay, Teddy's number is 0.53. Okay, because it's 5 tenths. So remember that this is my tenths column, this is my hundredths column, and this is my units column, or my ones column. This is question number 5. Alex writes a number in a place value grid. Okay, the ones is a 5. Alex divides the number by 10. Write down her answer in this place value grid. Well, 5 divided by 10 is going to be 5 here. So it's 0.5. Yeah, but obviously it's 5 tenths. Okay. This is question number 6, guys. Use this place value grid to show the answer to 39 divided by 100. So I've got 3 tens, okay, and 9 ones. I'm dividing it by 100, so I'm moving everything 2 places to the right. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So the 3 now goes here, and the 9 goes here. Okay, and then we're just going to delete that. So the answer is 0.39. Okay, so 0 tens, 0 ones, but you would write your answer as 0.39. Okay, so everything's moving 2 places to the right. Okay, when you're dividing by this. Question number 7, fill in the missing numbers. 8 divided by 100. Imagine if it's 8.0. So move it 2 places to the left. Okay, it's 0.08. Okay, 51 divided by 10 is 5.1. And something divided by 100 is 0.01. Well, the answer is actually 100, because if I multiply both sides by 100 to work out this missing box, 0.01 times 100, I would move it 2 places to the right to work out my original answer. 1 divided by 100 is 0.01. Right, guys, that takes us to the end of decimals, so please do go ahead actually and circle how confident you are feeling with decimals now. So hopefully your confidence has improved or is improving. Okay, we're now looking at year 3 time. Okay, this is question number 1. Here is a clock. Use the words to complete the sentences. Okay, so the shorthand is the hour hand. Okay, so the shorthand is the hour hand. The longest hand is the minutes hand. Okay, so your longest hand is your minutes hand and your shorthand is your hours hand. Question number 2. There are 60 minutes in an hour. Okay, there are 15 minutes in a quarter of an hour, because a quarter of 60 is 15. Remember, a quarter means I'm dividing it by 4. Okay, a quarter of 60 essentially. Okay, 60 divided by 4 is 15. There are 30 minutes in half an hour, okay, because half an hour means half a hour, literally, so half a hour. So half of 60 is 30. Question number 3, match the clocks to the correct times. So this is actually 6 here. Okay, this is actually 9 o'clock. Okay, this is 11:45, and this is 1:30 or 1:30. Question number 4, order the times from the shortest to longest. Okay, so 3/4 of an hour is actually 45 minutes. Okay, so it's going to be B, then C, then A, because A is obviously more than 60 minutes. It's an hour and 10 minutes, so the answer would actually be 70 minutes. Okay, so 3/4 of an hour means 3/4 of 60. 60 divided by 4 is 15, and then times it by 3, because it's 3/4 of 60, is 45. Okay. This is question number 5, guys. Aisha leaves her house at 16 minutes past 4. She walks 10 minutes to the bus stop. What time does she arrive at the bus stop? Write your answer in words. So she arrives, okay, 26 minutes past 4, yeah? So 26 mins past 4. Okay. So if you're interested in what the actual time is, it will be 4:26, like that, okay? Next question. Henry is walking from his house to school. The walk is 18 minutes long. He arrives at 8 minutes past 8. What time did he leave the house? Well, if I take off 8 minutes from 18, I get 8 o'clock. And then if I go back 10 minutes, I get 7:50. So the shorthand goes here, and the longhand goes here. Okay, so it's 7:50 in the morning, okay, AM, okay, you could say, I'll just put a 0 there, okay. So the way I got that was I took off 18 minutes from obviously 8, so 8 minutes past 8 means 8:08, okay, AM. So if I take off 8 minutes, then I get to 8 AM, and then if I take off 10 minutes, I get to 7:50, okay. So that's how I got to my answer. Okay. This is question number 6, guys. Circle AM or PM for each statement. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Afternoon always means PM. Okay, PM means afternoon. Okay. I'm eating my breakfast before school. Well, that'll be the morning, so that's going to be AM, because anything before school we class that as AM. Okay. We obviously class school time in general in the UK and across the world to be during the morning, yeah? So school, generally speaking, around the world is between 9 AM and 4 PM, or even 7 AM and like 2 PM, let's say, okay? So it's around that time of day. Question number 7, there are 24 hours in a day. How many hours are there in 3 days? Well, 24 multiplied by 3, okay? Or 24 add 24 add 24. 4 times 3 is 12. So it's 2 carry the 1. Okay. Oops. So 2 carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Add the 1 is 7. So the answer is 72 hours. How many days are there in 120 hours? Well, 120 divided by 24, okay, I can cancel that and say that's the same as saying 60 divided by 12, which is the same as saying 30 divided by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5, okay. So the answer we get is 5. So 5 lots of 24 is 120. Okay, right, guys, please do go ahead actually and circle how confident you're feeling with time now. Okay, We're now on the last section of today's video. We're looking at year 1 3D shapes here. So names of 3D shapes. Okay, so year 1, so key stage 1, this one's predominantly for. Okay, but it may be appropriate for key stage 2 as well. Question number 1, match each shape to its name. That's a cylinder, okay, that's a cube, okay, that's a cone, and that's a cuboid at the end. Oops. Okay, there. Okay. Next question, circle the pyramids. So it's hard to like define what a pyramid is exactly, but if you think about like the Egyptian pyramids, if you're not sure what I mean by like Egyptian pyramids, it might be worth like googling it. It has to have like a pointy bit. Okay, so it is like a 3D shape actually with like a pointy bit. So this is a pyramid. Okay, this is a pyramid. This is not because it's a 2D. If it has like a 3D like triangle shaped. Okay. Yeah, like 3D object. This is not actually a pyramid, okay? So this is actually a cube, okay? Match each shape to its name. One has been done for you. That's a rectangle, that's a circle, this is a square, and this is a triangle. Okay, right guys, next question. Ed makes a picture using these shapes. Complete the sentences to describe Ed's picture. There are 2 squares. So there are 2 squares and there are 3 triangles. Okay. Sam has made a pattern. Triangle, circle, rectangle, triangle, circle, rectangle. Draw the next 2 shapes. It's going to be a triangle, then it's going to be a circle. Okay. Right guys, Seb has sorted some 3D shapes, put a cross in the shape in the wrong group. Okay, so that's in the wrong group there, okay, because that's cylinder and this is like cubes. So this one, this die or dice you could say, is meant to be in this one here. Okay. Circle the shape which is not a triangle. Okay, this is not a triangle. Okay. Mo covers part of a shape. Okay. Tick all of the shapes it could be. So I'm saying it could be a square. It could also be a rectangle. Okay. It can't be like a circle because it's got some edges there, and a circle doesn't have like any edges. Yet a circle is just like a one complete like round point, and I can't see like a triangle here. Okay, so I've ticked rectangle and square. Okay, if I am missing one, then do let me know actually, Evan, if I have actually missed one. But these are the ones that I can see, so I'm imagining, yeah, like a 4-sided shape. Okay. Whether it's a square or a circle. Okay. Right guys, this is the end of today's video, so I hoped you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please press like, please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and lastly, please click that bell icon so turn on post notification so you don't miss out on further videos and further uploads on this channel. Okay, but that's it for me today guys. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your Easter break, okay, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Bye bye for now.